What do you think is your creative but effective learning style? Do you learn better when you listen to music while you study? Do you prefer learning with a partner or all by yourself? Do you love reading materials with images? Or is plain text good enough for you? I am excited to hear your responses to my questions. Hi guys! Welcome back to English class. This is Teacher Adam and here's your weekly dose of English lessons. If there are different creative but effective learning styles, there are also different creative but effective ways to express your thoughts, both in written and spoken forms. Authors use figurative language in literary pieces to enhance their writing. It presents ordinary things in new and unusual ways. It communicates ideas beyond the literal meaning of words. Two types of figurative language are figures of speech and idiomatic expressions. Join me today as we learn what these are. A figure of speech is a word or phrase that possesses a separate or different meaning from its literal or normal definition. There are 5 types that we will focus on today. The first type is called simile. It is used to compare two unlike objects using the terms like and as. Here are examples. Your kind words are like a blanket that warms my heart. His temper is as explosive as a volcano. In the first sentence, words and the blanket are compared using the word like, while in the second one, temper and volcano using the word as. The second type is metaphor. Just like simile, it is used to compare unlike objects, but this time it does direct comparison, which means the terms like and as are no longer used. Here are examples. My life is an open book to all my friends. You are an angel on earth. Life in the first sentence is directly compared to a book, while the subject you in the second sentence is directly compared to an angel. The third type is personification. It is used when human traits or actions are given or used to describe inanimate objects. Here are examples. Thick white clouds march across the sky. My tummy is starting to complain because I have not eaten anything since this morning. Reminder, for you to confirm that personification is used in a sentence, the object must not be able to perform the given action. The fourth type is hyperbole. It is applied when a major exaggeration or an overstatement is used to emphasize a point or to add humor. Here are examples. I am so tired that you can knock me off with a feather. I waited 1,000 years for my turn to perform. Notice that in these two sentences, there are ideas that are impossible to happen in real life. Being knocked off by a feather and waiting for 1,000 years. Because of the impossibility, we are sure that these statements are exaggerations. Therefore, hyperbole is used in these sentences. The fifth And the last type that we have for today is onomatopoeia. It is applied when in a sentence, the actual sound of a thing is used to refer to or to describe it. In short, an onomatopoeia is a word that mimics the sound. Here are examples. Make sure your phone does not beep during the church service. While trying to fall asleep, I can't help but hear the tick-tock of my clock. Let's have a quick challenge that will give you a chance to earn 5 recitation points. Read the following sentences and identify what figure of speech is used in each of them. Write your answers on your notebook. Number 1. My mind soared like an eagle while reading the novel. 2. The tired horse went clippity-clop down the road. 3. Words are a powerful weapon. 4. The marathon winner ran as fast as a cheetah. 5. I am so hungry I can swallow a whole cow. Apart from figures of speech, another way to express your ideas creatively and effectively is through idiomatic expressions, or simply idioms. Idiomatic expressions are considered informal language. Just like figures of speech, they give ideas different from the literal meaning. For example, a big test is coming up tomorrow, so I need to hit the books. To hit the books, if taken literally, would be painful. But as an idiomatic expression, it means to study. Your grades will surely be in danger if you do not hit the books, and watch this video carefully. Idioms may also apply the figures of speech discussed in the early part of this video. For example, you are the apple of my eye. This sentence uses metaphor, where the subject, you, is directly compared to an apple. Apple of my eye is an idiom, which means someone or something is cherished more than others. Idiomatic expressions may be influenced by the culture of its origin. Here is an example. My neighbor is barking up the wrong tree when she accused my brother of picking flowers from her garden. The origin of the idiom barking up the wrong tree dates back to early 1800s in America, when hunting with packs of dogs was very popular. The term was used literally at first when wily prey animals such as raccoons would trick dogs into believing they were up a certain tree when in fact they had escaped. Idioms are also used when making a point or when expressing an exaggeration, just like in this example. This bag is so expensive that it costs an arm and a leg. Here are more examples of idiomatic expressions that you may use in your conversations. Raining cats and dogs, which means heavy rain. A piece of cake, which means something easy to do or something easily achieved. Crocodile tears, which means expressing sorrow that is insincere. Couch potato, which means a lazy or an inactive person. Under the weather, which means not feeling well. Smart cookie, which means a clever person who makes good decisions. Hit the sack, which means go to bed. Cold feet, which means to be too fearful to undertake or complete an action. Through the grapevine, which means to hear news from someone who heard the news from someone else. And last, wolf in sheep's clothing, which means someone or something that seems to be good but is actually not good at all. It's now time for us to check how well you understood our lesson for today. Get ready for your homework number 19. Take note, it has 2 parts. Part 1. Copy the following sentences on your notebook. Identify what figure of speech is used in them. Choose from simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, and onomatopoeia. Part 2. Search for 5 idiomatic expressions that are not included in this video. Give them meaning and use each in a sentence. Underline the idiomatic expressions too. Wait for further instructions on how you will submit your homework through Schoology. It's time for reflection, so before our discussion ends, here's a verse I'd like to share with you. Matthew 6:7. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Today, our lesson gives us different ideas on how we can express our thoughts creatively. Instead of getting direct to the point, we can use figurative language in speech or in writing. Contrary to it though, when we pray, we have to make it simple and true. Our verse reminds us that there are people who pray using long, flowery speech, thinking it will please God. However, it is not about the length nor the words that make up a prayer heard. It is all about the sincerity of the words we utter, which must come from our hearts. Thankfully, even before we pray, the Lord already knows what our mind and heart contain. So there's no longer a need to express ourselves creatively. We just have to be truthful and respectful. Praise be to God. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. For questions and clarifications, take note of them for the meantime, and let's talk about them in our live class. Or you may also book a consultation schedule with me. I sincerely hope that you learned something today. See you on my next video. Stay safe and God bless.